Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Hey, we're here with some oracles, of course, for the overall energy. We're going to add some tarot, get some details for you for the week ahead. The week ahead is already March, y'all. It's already March. Crazy, huh? So we are looking into the first week of March here, if you are here real time. But please understand that no matter when you find this stage tomorrow or next year, it will resonate for the week ahead. It might resonate for the week ahead. This is a general reading, and it may not resonate for all of you. And if it doesn't, that is okay. Let's find out about Taurus, please. If you're brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. And there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner here. If you choose to stay, we have a large Taurus tribe here. And Taurus, thanks for coming back. If you're the ride or die, let's find out what's going on for Taurus. We've got be loyal to what you love. Well, I don't really need to talk to Taurus about being loyal, do I? You're loyal to a fault, my friend. It is card 19, which is the sun. So I want to say that not only are you a loyal friend, but I feel like you are going to be able to see who is really loyal and who is not in the week ahead. I want to say that things are going to come to light, possibly, with card 19 being here. And it's going to put you on some sort of a new cycle or a new path as card 19. 1 and 9 is 10. 10 breaks down to a 1. It's the beginning of something. So it could be the beginning of something that is like a friendship, or that you might meet somebody who is a very loyal friend. It does say be loyal to what you love. So maybe that friendship turns to love. What else do we have for Taurus, please? We have fulfillment. I like it. Nice. All right. So something is growing here. I feel like you, probably in the more recent past, Taurus, that you've let go of something here. And I want to say that you let go of something. You released something in order to grow. I'm just looking at the full moon here. The full moon is here, and then we have this peach that's growing, right? But it feels like you had to release something in order to grow. So I want to say that it feels like something here now. There it is. You accepted something. You accepted something. That one just popped right out of the deck. Acceptance, right? Radical acceptance of the present moment. I talk about that sometimes. It says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. I feel like you released someone, something, a job, a person, whatever the situation is that's yours. It feels like your third eye opened here. We've got a lot of violet here, but we also have green, which is the heart chakra. We have pink, which is the crown chakra. And we have blue, which is the throat chakra. So look, I feel like you went through some sort of a brrr, like it feels like some chakras opened here, and it feels like you released something, because I feel like you give out a special love, a special kind of loyalty, Taurus, and it's not something that everyone deserves, because you're ride or die loyal, right? And so I feel like this fulfillment energy, though, tells me that should you decide to release someone, something, a job, or whatever has been holding you back, I feel like that's when you begin to grow. The peach is here, right? And so I feel like an acceptance of what is not working for you is what really is in order here. Let's look at the bottoms of the decks. We've got be generous of spirit, the lion spirit. Card number 37, again, is a 10, right? You might be seeing ones, 1, 1, 1, right? 10 breaks down to a 1. So it definitely is telling me that there is some sort of a new cycle that's opening up here for you. But it does require you to let go of something. Look, success is next on the table. It does feel like that you're going to have success in this new cycle. I'm just looking, we've got cats here, right? Maybe you're a cat lover, maybe you have a dog. I'm just saying, we show the panther here, right? And then we have a lion here, and both are leaders, right? And this one, though, I feel like your success is hiding somewhere. It's like your success has been hiding from you. But once you release what you need to release and you begin to grow and you accept the situation for what it is, that, maybe you've realized that you were hanging on to a karmic situation or a karmic person or a karmic friendship or a karmic love. And it was, when we say karmic, that is the lesson, the person who showed up to give you the lesson, and they were never meant to stay in your life for your whole life. We're supposed to allow people to come and go. We have patience. This is, I accept that everything happens in divine order. So I feel like that's what's going on here. That divine timing is catching up with you, Taurus, is what it feels like. And I feel like it was hard for you to let go of something, but it feels like you might do that in the week ahead and realize that it was really the best for everyone involved. I feel like all these chakras here telling me you're getting downloads, that your heart is opening, and that you are going to speak whatever is on your heart, because now your eyes are open to some sort of situation that you realized you were just hanging out and being way too loyal to somebody here. All right. What else do we have for Taurus? We've got the King of Pentacles. There you are, right? The overgiver, the one who is stable, taking care of themselves, but also taking care of everyone else. Like, you just never want to see anyone else in peril. We have the Queen of Wands and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. Let me see what I'm getting from the Queen of Wands here. Moving forward, because it's time for change here. I feel like it's time for, like, this could mean that some of you, whatever you let go of made you single or made you feel like independent. It's time for me to do things on my own now. It's time for me to enjoy my stability, enjoy my abundance. And after letting go, I feel like you level up into this Queen of Wands energy and this King of Pentacles energy. So whether you're feminine or masculine, right? I feel like you could have a fire sign placement possibly, but we do have the Wheel of Fortune, and this is, Jupiter, right? It's expansion, it's abundance, and it is also Sagittarius energy, but also Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. I feel like it took you a really long time to let go of something, whether it was an idea or a situation or a person or a friendship. And I feel like you couldn't let it go because you are that loyal. And it feels like the Queen of Wands here is here to say, now it's time to move forward. Now I'm in charge, right? This is the badass one of the bunch, right? I mean, they all are pretty badass in their own way, but the Queen of Wands is one that's like, get out of my way. I'm just going to do what I want. And so I feel like while you still are in this King of Pentacles energy, it's easy to get taken care of when you're the King of Pentacles, because you have mastered your abundance. You've mastered stability. You're very logical. You're very practical. You thrive because you are sort of structured, right? You're very structured and a person who likes to teach all of those things. I feel like you, with this Queen of Wands energy, that possibly you're like, okay, it's time for me to just go get what I want. I got to stop allowing my loyalty to hold me back, because sometimes you'll be so concerned with taking care of others that you forget about yourself. Tell me more. I think that the wheel is here to say that you've accepted something, and so now it's time to change. And so I feel that although you're not changing out of your Taurus energy, wherever that comes up in your chart, I feel like you're noticing or adding this fire energy. I feel like it's more of a noticing it. It's like a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. I feel like you're finally noticing that you're better off when you don't have loyalty holding you back. So I feel like the acceptance of letting something go is changing you, is put you in a place. I always do this when I see the Wheel of Fortune, because it feels like I'm putting in some sort of a key and turning some sort of large lock. I feel like you're unlocking something, I guess. We've got the Hermit energy here, and I feel like this is something that you have been contemplating for a while, I want to say. I think that the thing that you're letting go of, whatever it is something that really hurt you, possibly. Something, because I feel like, we don't choose to go into Hermit energy. We go into Hermit energy when it's necessary. And I feel like you really had to align yourself, I'm going to say, because the Hermit goes in with nothing really but what they're wearing, right? The clothes on their back and their intuition, right? We can see the moon in the sky here. And although in this picture it's a little bit foggy, it feels like, you go into that energy to try and find more light. I'm going to say you already are enlightened if you are a king or a queen, but I feel like you go there for more enlightenment, for more practical use of your time, I want to say. And it feels like to learn how not to be so loyal. I mean, loyalty is good, right? It's really good to be loyal, but sometimes it can be a problem. Sometimes it can hold you back. We do have the Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like what you were failing to see is that a decision needed to be made in order to move forward. I think sometimes we think that we're just supposed to wait for change to happen, but sometimes we have to be a catalyst in that change. And I feel like this Queen of Wands energy is telling me that you had a realization that you need to be the catalyst of your own change. And the Two of Swords here, this person's got their eyes covered and they're failing to see something, but really in covering the eyes or being blind to something, they are feeling out everything. So I feel like there is something that you need to make a decision about. And I think the decision is to when to move forward or when to release whatever it is that you're releasing. Could be an idea, could be a mindset as well, Taurus. Tell me more. We have the Five of Wands, and this is the problem, right? The hesitation of, like beating yourself up about leaving someone on their own to fend for themselves and do their own thing. And I feel like this is something that you need to decide. It's a decision. It might be something that you take into Hermit energy with you next week, that I really do feel like there is something or someone, a situation that you need to accept. You need to accept that it's never going to change. You're not the one that's supposed to hold yourself back with loyalty in order to help the change happen. Everybody else changes in their own time. There isn't really anything you can do or say that's going to make somebody change. Tell me about this, be loyal to what you love for Taurus, please. And I think that, card 19 is the sun in the tarot, and I feel like you're really seeing something for what it is. What it is that they're never going to change. Or the situation's never going to change. This job is not going to get any better. It feels like there's something here that you're realizing. And so that is what is making change, is that you're accepting the present moment. Yeah, it's got to end here. We've got the Death card. And, it has to take on a different... I'm going to say that maybe it doesn't necessarily have to end, but I think it has to transform, take on a different shape or form. Like maybe this is somebody that you love a lot, but you've got to back away. You've got to put up your boundaries and maybe back away. And so maybe it's a little bit of transformed energy. You transform the thing instead of allowing it to, burn you up and allowing you to set, it's like you set yourself on fire to keep others warm, Taurus, is what I'm trying to say. And so I feel like it's time for you to stop doing that. It's the end of that. And you are loyal. And just because you gave up on someone who gave up on themselves doesn't mean you're not loyal. We've got the Three of Wands. I feel like you were waiting for them to pull the plug, waiting for the universe to end something. It's like you didn't want to do it. You were waiting for the circumstances to change. And then we have the Knight of Swords. And I feel like this is probably going to happen sooner than later. It might even happen over a conversation. I'm just going to say, you might be waiting for this person to communicate with you or contact you, or maybe you're waiting for a reason or a way to do that. But it does feel like this Knight of Swords tells me whatever communication is arriving is going to be very aggressive, and therein will be the end. I feel like this will be the last hard conversation. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Gemini. It doesn't have to be. Maybe it's a fire sign. We do have we do have Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries here. Tell me about the change. If Taurus should accept the situation for what it is, and we just don't want to walk away. I feel like somebody here just doesn't want to walk away and say, so the other person could say, oh yeah, well, you walked away from me. That's a lot of reasons why marriages that are dead never end, because nobody wants to pull the plug, right? I'm talking about myself. I stayed in my own marriage 21 years. It probably was over at year 10. Yeah, loyal. So we have Magician. If you aren't aware, I'm a Taurus sun. So we have the Magician here. So I feel like it's it's something that you couldn't ignore, because these are major arcanas and we can't ignore the major arcanas. The major arcanas are going to happen. When the major arcanas show up, they tell us there's changes coming. And what we have to do, the only way that we can get through it, is to adapt to the change. So I think that the acceptance here is coming. The third eye is open. And I think what's changing here is that you have been manifesting a way out of something, a way to release something, a way for, even if it wasn't that maybe you weren't even saying, look, I need to release this or let this person go. Maybe you were saying, something's got to change. Something has to change. Please help me make change. And in that, I feel like you're manifesting the Wheel of Fortune here. I feel like it's the acceptance of, it says here, the acceptance of I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And I feel like you were trying to change a situation or some person, and it just, it's like running yourself up against the wall here. The Magician is here, and I feel like you decide to use all the tools that have been given to you by the universe and accept the change that's coming here. Judgment is here. It definitely tells me that something has to die in order for something to be reborn, right? The Death card is here. We have people coming out of the graves. You're being given a second chance at something. So you're being given a second chance at getting on the right path or making the right decision. Things are always going to come at us, right? Those same situations are going to continue to happen to us until we get the lesson. Sometimes people will say, why are my relationships not working? Why do I just keep attracting the wrong people? And it's because of this. It's because you're not willing to let something die. It's like you're not willing to learn the situation. I think that it's telling me here that you are, though. You're finally accepting a situation for what it is and allowing it to go. It might be, something that you thought about for a long time and fought with yourself about. Maybe you were really hard on yourself. I feel like you felt like something had you tied to the situation. Now, it could be finances. It could be we own a house together. It could be one of those things. If it's a person, it could be I've been at this job for 15 years and now I get 5 weeks of holidays. And, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to start at a new place making the same money I'm making now. So I feel like you really argued with yourself about whether or not to make this change. But when, like I said, when the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune show up, it's really not in your hands anymore. After that, it's sort of out of your control, and all you can do is react or respond. That's really all you can do, and then just sort of deal with the fallout. So I feel like you don't see the Wheel of Fortune coming, because I feel like you've been stuck with the Two of Swords in this situation for a while. You've been stuck here trying to make a decision about something. And I think you've been stuck in hermit energy trying to make a decision about something. And so, this tells me here that you're in indecision. What is the decision Taurus is making, please? We've got, you're making a decision to go, to have movement here. We've got the Chariot, we've got the Five of Cups, and we've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Look, it just tells me that I need to get my shit together. It's essentially what, that to me as a reader, the Chariot is movement, it's success, it's victory, yes, but you must get your masculine, feminine energies in order. You have to be in order. You have to be in balance to be in the Chariot. The Chariot isn't like a car. The Chariot is on two wheels and is run by horses, or in this case, dragons. But, you have to keep the Chariot on the road, right? I feel like the Five of Cups is here because I feel like letting something go here is really very sad for you. But I feel like this Four of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me I can no longer be in this environment where I'm shut down and shut off. I don't like not sharing myself. And I feel like the situation, whatever it is, had you in this place where you were locked on lockdown, right? Like the Four of Pentacles in the upright is like on lockdown. But I feel like with it being in the reverse, it's like you finally decide, I've just got to be who I'm going to be. Tell me, I feel like in this fulfillment, it's a fulfillment of a release. It's a fulfillment of you coming to a place of alignment or growth, rapid growth after releasing something, which is the full moon. So tell me what you're releasing. We've got the Two of Swords, we've got the Two of Cups, and we've got the Star. I feel like you are probably, some of you, not all of you, might be releasing a relationship. It feels like you've been examining that, exploring reasons why you should or shouldn't. It feels like with the Star, it's like you're hopeful that it's going to work out. But I want to say, I feel like with the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups that you probably are letting go of something, no matter what that situation is. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it could be a friendship. It could be a job you've been at for a very long time and you're not being treated very well. Tell me what happens if Taurus lets go. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune here. What happens here? We've got the Seven of Pentacles. We've got the Five of Pentacles. And then we have the Strength card. It tells me here that, you know what, you are going to learn a lesson, first of all. The Strength card is here. So it tells me you learn to hold back. You learn to not run in and save everybody from their karma. The Seven of Pentacles is you learn to wait. You learn to wait and watch, see what's going to go on before you make your decision. And I feel like your ultimate decision is that you are completely disconnecting from someone. We've got the Three of Swords. Yeah, it does feel like it is disappointing or heartbreaking or disheartening, but I feel like you can no longer carry on this way, Taurus. I'm going to leave this here for you. I hope this is something that resonates with somebody. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back, of course, because I'm always back. Love you guys, and I'm out for now. Bye-bye.